Hello all, I wanted to make a review video of my Emperor 50 cooler by Pure Outdoor, of course sold exclusively by Monoprice, but I didn't see any other videos on YouTube and I thought it would be helpful to see a video with the good, the bad, and the ugly, so that's why I'm putting this video together. Hopefully it is of help. If it is, please give me a thumbs up and let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. But to jump right into it, I wanted to talk about the features, the flaws, the serviceability, and the warranty of the cooler. And I'd just like to give you my opinion on it and whether or not I like it. A few quick specifications on the cooler is that this is a 50-liter cooler, not 50 quarts. That equates to 52 quarts. So if you're comparing apples to apples, a lot of the other coolers on the market are measured in quarts. This one is a 52 quart. It is a roto-molded cooler and it weighs approximately 33 pounds. And it's gray or sort of tan in color depending on how you look at it. So on the website for Monoprice, it shows it kind of as a white color. It doesn't really say white, but the pictures make it look white. So if you're expecting white, just know that when you get it, it's going to be a little bit closer to kind of a tan or a gray. So keep that in mind. So getting into the features of the Pure Outdoor cooler, this is made of a hard plastic similar to that of a Yeti. I've personally handled a Yeti. I feel that the Pure Outdoor cooler is of comparable quality to the durability and hardness of a Yeti. And I'll be referencing Yeti a lot in this video simply because I think that a lot of people kind of use that as a benchmark, since I think Yeti was one of the first companies to bring this to the mass market. So we'll be using that as kind of a basis of comparison. In addition to the hard plastic that it's made from, you have the rubber latches that secure the lid down. They're very durable, they're very heavy duty, and they offer a very secure closure when you latch them down to the bottom part of the cooler. The foam handles on either side of the cooler have a rope going through them, which makes carrying by yourself or carrying with a friend a little bit easier. And the drain hole on the side is an M24 by 2 threads, which is a metric size from what I understand, and I don't think that standard garden hose is going to fit on there. So if you have the intention of connecting a hose of any sort, I don't think that this is going to be an easy fitting to find. On the corner of the cooler there is a bottle opener, which is metal, and that doubles as reinforcement for a lock shackle if you decide to put a padlock on the cooler. Now the seal, I'm not so sure that this is rubber. Monoprice says that this is a rubber seal, but in my opinion this feels more like a soft plastic, so I don't know that I would really call this a rubber seal, but nevertheless it seems to seal the contents very well and I've had no problems. I don't know if it's watertight. I've never tested it to see if it would spill or leak, so I don't have any information on that. The bottom has rubber feet. Now these rubber feet are very soft and squishy, so it makes dragging or pushing the cooler across a slick surface like a garage or a kitchen a little challenging. So if you're trying to move the cooler around your kitchen or garage or something to load it up, that's not going to be an easy task once it's full of food and drinks, just because the rubber feet really keeps it securely in place. I suppose if you're putting it on a boat or someplace where you don't want it to move, that's really a nice feature. Now moving on to the flaws, there's a few things that I thought you might want to know about and would be fair to bring up simply because I didn't expect this when purchasing the cooler. So the first of which would be the flash from the manufacturing process. You could also call it a seam, I guess, where two pieces of plastic meet and are put together. You can kind of see the seam or the flash, and a lot of this flash has not been trimmed off. Some of it is just kind of lightly trimmed, but I think that it could have been better trimmed, and that's probably what sets this apart a little bit aesthetically from a nicer cooler like a Yeti. The holes which a padlock shackle go through are not completely cleared out, so I will be going through these with an X-Acto knife to open them up so that a padlock shackle can go through if I ever decide to lock it up. As far as the handles are concerned, the foam handle part that the rope runs through kind of moves along the rope, and I don't really like that personally. Maybe that's just my own personal preference, but I wish the handles would be a little bit more secure or stationary onto the rope. It feels like trying to move along the rope while you're working with somebody feels a little unstable. It's not really a big deal, but it doesn't feel as secure as if the handles were a little more stationary. So I'll be putting together another YouTube video with a few modifications, and that's definitely going to be one of the things that I will be adjusting. Aside from the drain plug not having a common thread, what I don't like about this is that the cap is not in any way secure to the cooler itself. So if I lose that cap, as far as I can tell on the Monoprice website, I can't buy a replacement part on that. And so I will be finding a way to secure the cap to the cooler. Now, one last thing that I don't really care for on this cooler is the way the latches hang down. As they hang down and the lid closes, the rubber latches stand in a way that it keeps the lid propped open. And if somebody's careless, maybe you have kids, this can leave the cooler open, therefore reducing the effectiveness of the cooling capacity, which is the whole reason why you bought the cooler in the first place, right? So as I mentioned before, I'll be making a video to make some modifications to the cooler, and this is something that I think can be easily modified so that the latches stay open until you close the cooler, and then you can properly latch it down. Moving on to serviceability, I'm not sure that anything on this cooler is replaceable if it gets broken or lost, such as the rubber straps or latches. I don't know that you can replace that. I didn't see any replacement parts on the Monoprice website. If you lose the cap to the drain, or maybe even the handle gets ruined, that's not something that I think you can replace. Now the rope on the side, it's an easy fix. If you wanted to change that, make it longer, shorter, change it to a different color, I don't think that's going to be a big deal. But anything else I think might be hard to get a hold of. So that's something to keep in mind if you're looking to service this. And finally, the warranty on the cooler is a lifetime warranty, which I thought was pretty impressive. Some of the other more expensive coolers on the market come with a 1 year or 2 year or 3 year warranty, but this one came with a lifetime warranty. And in addition to that, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee from Monoprice. Overall, I think that this is a very good cooler. I am impressed. I would definitely recommend this to family or friends if they were looking to purchase a cooler. And again, it's not without its flaws, but I think that the flaws, for the most part, are aesthetic or minor. And with the lifetime warranty, I think that this is going to be a very good cooler that's going to last for many years to come. There's a lot of information in this video that I wish I would have known before purchasing the cooler. So if you found it helpful, please give me a thumbs up or leave a comment in the comments section below. I intend on making more videos for outdooring and for off-roading. So if you'd like to see more, subscribe and I'll have more videos coming to you soon. Thanks.